everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning to go to a place called Tequisquiapan. It's 1 hour drive from Querétaro, the place where I live, around 80 kilometers. I thought I will take you to the downtown so you can see how the place is, and I hope you like it. And if you do, please click the like button and subscribe my channel. And the rest of the things I will tell you while I'm showing you the video. Let's go. So there it says Bienvenidos a Tequisquiapan means welcome to Tequisquiapan, and Pueblo Mágico means magical town. Here in Mexico, many small towns have been taken over into a program called Pueblo Mágicos. It is a program initiated by Mexico's Secretariat of Tourism to promote small towns and to promote their tradition, culture, and natural beauty. So Tequisquiapan is one such small town. So you can see how small the streets are, just like the downtown of Querétaro, but I think this is smaller. And here you will definitely find a store like this, Michoacana. They usually have all the aguas frescas, which I mentioned in another video. That is the local drinks with different flavor and also different flavored popsicles. I really like the colors they have used here on the houses. They looked so vibrant and colorful. You will see the buildings in the colonial style. They have still maintained the old kind of construction. And here we notice that they are trying to grow the creepers on top. I think by my next visit, this is going to look really beautiful, covered with creepers on top. They also had tourist bus. It seems they always have a lot of tourists on the weekends, especially from Mexico City and Querétaro. Just like in Querétaro downtown, there were also many small street side vendors selling different types of toys or hats. And this was one thing which I noticed in most of the stores. They had these black t-shirts with really vibrant figures. It was really good. These are piggy banks. I don't know if it has any significance here in Mexico, but I see this in many places. And then you have these hairbands, especially with the Mexican flag color. And tiaras, which girls love to put on their head. And remember these toys that I showed you in Querétaro downtown? They are called Marias, and you will see that in most of the downtowns here in Mexico. And this is how the downtown looked. About Tequisquiapan, actually the prices are much cheaper than Querétaro and Mexico City. So people really love to shop here. People living here in Mexico can see the difference when they look at these prices, because if you go to a store and buy these kinds of outfits, they're definitely more expensive, but I don't know if the quality is good. I never tried. This guy was dressed up all like a robot and sitting there without any movement. He was just like a statue, and the kid was really scared to put the coin in his bag because he thought, he will suddenly start moving. So I just went and put the coin so he could see. And that is the famous church in Tequisquiapan. It's called Santa Maria. It was built in 18th century. It's a very old church. It seems it's really crowded on the weekends, so we didn't really go inside to check it, but it was so beautiful from outside itself. They have recently remodeled it to preserve the colonial look of the church. You can see people sitting outside the restaurants, eating food, listening to the music, or walking and shopping, and street vendors busy selling. So it's a busy place, but a very nice atmosphere to be in. After walking some distance, we decided to buy the paleta, the popsicle with the mango flavor. They also put a sauce on top of it called chamoy or some chili sauce. It's very delicious with this mango popsicle. It has tamarind, chili powder, and salt. So you can imagine how delicious it would taste with the mango popsicle. And then there were two artisan markets on both sides of the street. Oh my god, the things were so beautiful inside. You can just check it out by yourself. They have different varieties of things for your house. I mean, from toys to decorations to things in the kitchen, everything, and at a very reasonable price. And that's a chessboard. I think the figures on top of it are the Mayan kings. It was so beautiful. I really wanted to buy it, but then you really need that kind of a space in the house to keep these things. Otherwise, it would look very odd. And then there was the store for the dogs. They had all the dog leash and dog balls with traditional Mexican work. And anything and everything for house decoration. Tequisquiapan means water of Tequisquite. Tequisquite means a salty mineral. That's why this place is very famous for mineral springs or spas. I don't know if that is the reason, but you can see here there are many decorative pieces made with a stone. So I'm in thinking that could be the reason. This video is going to be a bit long. I really wanted to edit and cut few things, but they were so beautiful. I don't know if you would enjoy this as much as I enjoyed looking at them. So please do watch it fully, don't skip. They also had shoes and sandals with traditional work. And skulls. Here in Mexico, you will find a lot of skulls. You will find people selling skulls a lot. And I used to wonder why it is. And later I came to know that in Mexican culture, it represents death and rebirth. And as I had mentioned earlier, they celebrate a day called Day of the Dead. And according to that, they believe that there is afterlife, and it's as important, if not more important, than your life on earth. So the skull symbolizes both sides, life and afterlife. And here you have decorations for your kids' room. My kids have passed this age, but I still like to look at these things. These are the stones that I was talking about earlier. And the Mayan figures, Mayan calendar, skulls. These hand-woven colorful baskets are made by the locals here in Tequisquiapan. In fact, we saw this in the stores that the store owner was himself sitting and making it. So this is the whole look of one of the market. They had paintings, baskets, and all kinds of decorative things. It was a 2-floor. And those are the local taxis here. In Mexico, I have seen that each city taxi color is different from the other. And there was another big store. It was not in the market but in a separate place, and they had more elegant and rich looking decorative items, and of course they were more expensive than the market things. And look at the work they have done on that skull. This was literally like a museum for me. They had so many different things, and they had a full collection of Buddha. I mean, if you are a person who likes to buy things, such things for your house, to decorate your house, you should come to Tequisquiapan. Especially if you are kind of person who likes to keep changing the decorations of your house. These things are for the garden, and that's why they're so colorful. After this, we went to a restaurant to have lunch. It was a hotel cum restaurant, that's why they had pool as well. So you could sit inside or near the pool and have lunch. They have rooms on the right side and left side on the top. I think tourists from Mexico City or US, they would love to stay in a place like this because it's very close to the downtown. You could just stay here and go walk around and then come back and relax. So we took the menu of the day, which had a soup, a starter, a lunch and a dessert. The soup was crema de broccoli, which is the broccoli soup. And that's what my husband ordered. It was milanesa, the chicken, the thin layer of chicken. And that was the starter. It had a lot of cheese. And this was the main course, the fish fillet with some vegetables and rice. And this was the dessert. I felt this tasted like the custard that we make in India. After lunch, we decided to walk a little more because we were really full with the food. So we thought we should digest. So we walked on the other side, and you can see people sitting outside and enjoying their lunch. And another piece of souvenir from Tequisquiapan. And then we found a marketplace where there were a lot of street vendors sitting opposite and selling things. And slowly we decided to go back to where our car was parked, as it was getting cloudy and it could rain any moment. So we were going back to our car, and that's when we found another store. I mean, each and every lane had a store, and each store had different new decorative things, which really amazed me. I mean, I didn't find these things in the previous stores, so I had to record them again. Like these antique telephone pieces, they look so beautiful. They were expensive, but if you want an antique piece in your house, then I think it's worth the pay. And then these t-shirts, which had these beautiful vibrant painting on top of it. I'm showing you these because the prices were really cheap. I don't know about the quality as I had mentioned, but yes. And we were again happy to find an Asian store where they had lot of Ganesh idols. I mean, it really makes me happy to find these things more often nowadays, because I think 9 years or 7 years back I didn't find so many stores with Ganesha or Buddha, but now they have a lot of stores selling these things. And then we decided to go back home. And there it says, come back to Tequisquiapan very soon, the magic town. And Tequisquiapan also has a lot of vineyards, so you will find them on the way. And here, while coming back, we saw many cowboys on horses, and I think they had some kind of a rally or something, so we saw them coming back. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.